Audio Jungle.
Yeah, I welcome you viewers to today's program. Of course, you know it's Bystanders at Newsstands with your presenter, Michael Adekunle. Yeah, today's newspaper review. We're going to be giving you two newspapers. I'm talking about two widely read newspapers. We have here the Sun newspaper, that's Daily Sun, the Sun newspaper, and also the Punch newspaper. Let's give you the vital information they are passing today. The Daily Sun newspaper on the front page, another recession coming, governors won. Another recession coming, governors won, with a very good rider here. Yari, NGF chair, gives amid 2020-21 as next period of economic decline. Federal government has spent up to 1.1 trillion naira on bailout, says Oshibaju. Alleged bribery, what do we have here? Bauchi governor-elects arraignment stalled. EFCC Mohammed trade words. Senate leadership, Abia APC caucus backs Kalu for DSP. On Anambra, we killed Nemo PG for banishing our gang. That says suspect. We killed Nemo PG for banishing our gang, says suspect. And also here you can see the picture of the student that resumed. And yesterday, students of Agbado Junior Secondary School on resumption after the Easter holiday in Lagos yesterday. PSC commissioners reject IJP's reversal order on posting. These are the stories we have on the Daily Sun newspaper. And let's move down to the Punch newspaper. Man, LCCI faults Yari's call on governors to prepare for possible recession. States should raise IGR to pay new minimum wage, says federal government. States should raise IGR to pay new minimum wage, says federal government. FG won't relent until security crisis ends, says Wari. Federal government won't relent until security crisis ends, says the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. Nigeria's population now 201 million, says United Nations. Nigeria population now 201 million, says United Nations. Minimum wage issue. Labour vows to ground defaulting states. Labour vows to ground defaulting states. And here again, INEC replacing servers to conceal rigging. PDP alleges INEC replacing servers to conceal rigging. PDP alleges. And let's go down to the bottom side of the newspaper. Brutalized punchman. Activists, lawyers denounce power-drunk LASMA officials seek reform. These are the stories we have on the Daily Sun and also the Punch newspaper at the newsstands. We have our reviewers at the newsstands here. Let's join them. They are here to give us a review what's on the front pages this morning. Michael Adekunle still on Bystanders at newsstands. I'll be right back. Another recession coming, governors won. This is highly alarming. What can you say about this? Recession while Nigerians are suffering presently.
Well, the Yari comments on the recession, so I can't dispute the man. The man might have been briefed by economic experts that what could likely happen. So I can't say Yari is saying rubbish. And besides, the recession they are even talking about, that Nigeria is out of recession, It's only based on paper, on it's just a theory. It's just a theory. But in practical term, Nigeria have not been having the impact. They don't feel it because there is still hardship on the land. Let's be sincere with ourselves. It is only when the people can put food on their table. That is what the normal human being, the masses, those who are not economic experts, that is when they will believe that Nigeria is out of recession. Are you getting it? So, and Governor Yari saying so is a challenge to the government, both state and federal. So it's a challenge to them. It's a wake-up call. Are you getting it? So that will give Buhari opportunity to come up with a serious and highly respected expert economic team in this second term. You can't just group lawyers and be calling the economic team. It will not work. So let him hire the experts wherever they are. He should forget about party affiliation. Let him employ the best hand at this critical time. And as far as this warning is concerned, because if they fail to plan again, they will plan to fail. So that is not the truth of the matter. This is the signal may be there, which we may not know as a street or the man, as a layman. Are you getting it? So, but let them prepare ahead. Let them prepare ahead. Let Buhari assemble the best brain wherever they may have, whether within or outside the country. So that is just the best thing. They should forget the party issue, politics issue. So because Nigeria cannot afford to go back to recession or to continue in this mess and this frustration, hunger and insecurity. So that is just what I observe.
Now, taking a look at what we call recession and looking at the administration of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, I'm talking about the PDP government. Did we really experience what we call recession?
There was none. There was none. Although there was sign that recession was coming there. So by the global body, but they were able to prevent it. That is what I mean by Buhari should have a good economic team. When you have a good economic team, so they are going to work hard to prevent such a thing because it's avoidable. That's just the truth of matter. It's preventable. It's preventable. It's only based on the people who is handling the economy. Are you getting me? Are you getting my point? And the government also they should be prudent. They have to be prudent. All this prodigal life, they have to stop it. The governors and other tiers of government. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So they don't just waste money on politics, on unnecessary things, politics, just be giving out unnecessary things to the friends, allies, and all of that, in the name of rewarding them for their contribution during election. Those are the areas that Nigeria, we are so wasteful in this nation. We are so wasteful. So the government, they have to minimize their spending. They have to minimize it to the barest minimum.
All right, sir.
That's just it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, still on Bystanders at Newsstands with Michael Adekunle. Let's join another reviewers for more. I'll be right back. This is what we have on the delay. Some newspaper, another recession coming. Governors won. In this time, Nigerians are passing through. Do we really expect what we call recession. This is what took place some times ago, which Nigeria suffered hell. And this time around again, governments are warning another recession coming. Yari, NGF chairs, gives mid 2020-21 as next period of economic decline.
That is his own ideology. But what I can let you understand is that, our leaders, they always think about themselves alone. Okay, what we call the recession. When they say recession, what is the cause? What do they mean by recession that they are shouting all the time? Are we not living in this country before 1960? After 1960 up to date, we are still in this country. In my life, I never, even during the time of Shagari regime, they say austerity measure and this. Even before them in 1962, some singers are the austerity measure, the austerity. It's only we don't usually cut our coat according to our size. We too overspend on unnecessary things. That is the problem we have. If we can calculate and focus to the future, we need to minimize the way of spending. Even let's say in a house, a wife, you determine to give your wife 3,000 naira weekly. She must know how to regulate that money so that it might not short before the end of the week. But our leaders are so they too like themselves. They are fighting for their own purse. Yes, they are greedy people. I don't know what is wrong with them. Because all what I'm seeing now, but I always pray to God that may God let us, we in the town, love ourselves. By loving ourselves, everything will be easy. That is what God wants us. Especially now, see, Ramadan is coming now. Some food item and everything is coming up, little by little. Is it the making of a government? Is it the economy recession cause it? No! We are the architect of this problem. Okay, when they said that the constitution stipulates that they should give governor security votes, what are they using that security vote for? They are spending it on their own. See the allowances of our National Assembly. The allowances, does it not supersede the 30,000 given to ordinary worker in the town? And they are still shouting to say they cannot. Some states are shouting they cannot pay it. Where are we heading to? It's only we don't have our own interests at heart. That is the problem we have in this country. Unless we share all these problems and we love ourselves, we embrace love, the country will be okay. This Hausa, this Yoruba, this Igbo. No, forget that. We are all one human being before God. So why we should try to be separating ourselves? I want to be a big man. When somebody is looking for only 200 naira to feed himself on a seat, somebody is having almost 30,000 to feed within 1 hour. What is it? So the problem is lack of love. Nowhere. I have been saying it, even in my congregation on every Sunday, if I'm on the pulpit, they give a sermon. Without love, you can't achieve anything. Yes. Okay. For example, now, before I can help you in this country now, what is going on in the country? If I see that this position, you're supposed to be there and you are the right person to be there, I will be looking one way or the other to take something from you so that the place will come, I will get something from you out of it. That is the problem we have. Is there recession or no recession? We are deceiving ourselves. Let's forget that.
Okay, so your advice to the government of President Muhammadu Buhari?
The president is trying, but those subordinates, are they good? Are they sincere? See, now they are still fighting because of the executive and the judiciary and the National Assembly. They are not in cooperation with the executive. They are the crossroad against themselves. Do you think the country will move forward? When the legislative house are not in cooperation with the executive, the judiciary go another way, the country will not settle. We people in the town, we will not have enjoyment. We are going to be suffering every day. Hunger is now common in the town. But let's pray to God and show His mercy upon us, because what is happening in this country, only God can solve it.
Thank you, sir.
May God bless Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you so much.
I don't have anything to say. That we need to pray for God intervention for this our nation. No murmur, nothing whatsoever. We need to pray for God intervention. We need God intervention for this our nation. For God to come and intervene to our nation. For us. Because it's masses that are suffering. It's masses that are suffering. Nothing at all. So all we need is God intervention. That is
intervention. That's what you have to say.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Let government help us for the economic. Because as you can see, even my shop was break down at Social. That is why as you can see me here now. So it's affecting me, sir. That is all I can say for now.
These people, they don't have any good thing for the country. They have been there for past 4 years. They don't have any tangible thing doing. The bad thing, recession, the economy is not good. The people that voted for them, they don't have any good thing for them. They are just talking of recession, this and that. What's the meaning of recession? For the past 4 years, they are talking about recession. Today now, they are talking of recession. Now, tomorrow, they will talk another thing. So look at the people, the way they are suffering. They don't have any good thing to plan for them, to talk for them that this is what we want, this is what we want. They are talking about recession. And their family are good, their family are enjoying. Can you imagine? Recession. Today, they will do another thing. Today, Senate. Tomorrow, they were... God help us, sir.
Now, what do you think is the solution to this?
For recession? Yes. The only thing for this is let God intervene for this country, because people are suffering too much. People are suffering. You can imagine, no job. People that look at the small people on the street, they are just selling pure water. For somebody at the age of 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, look at them, they are roaming about the street. They don't have anything to do. They don't, even though some parents did not send their children to school. So I don't have anything to say than God will intervene to help us. That's it.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Beautiful viewers, thanks so much for your contribution on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands with Michael Adekunle on Flip TV. Do join us next time as we bring another very, very interesting topic from the newsstands. I won't go without greeting my very good editor and cameraman, Latif Adebowale and Bamishe Alawu. Till I meet you next time on this same channel, keep staying good, keep staying cool and calm. Bye for now.